True to Kaisar.
Hello.
Hold up there. This area is locked down by the NCR military until we can dislodge some Legion snakes from Nelson. Hell, what ain't the trouble with the Legion? This time, they jumped the camp in Nelson while the troopers were setting up. Captured a bunch of gear and took the town. Couple of troopers, too. Got them crucified down near the center of town. What's on your mind? Troopers tried moving down from Forlorn Hope because we got this big gap between there and Searchlight. Turns out we were spread too thin. We took our sweet-ass time setting up in Nelson, and the Legion managed to hop over the Colorado and attack before things were settled. There's Novak due west. Just look for the Big Lizard. They got some decent supplies and a place to stay. The 188's north on the 95. Good for all kinds of trade. Not much south on 95 unless you turn west on 164 to Nipton. Right off the rail line. Nope, I'm just the only ranger around. The rest of the kids here are troopers, inexperienced, outnumbered, and under-equipped. Maybe. I'd like to know who I'm dealing with first. Is that so? Can't say I've ever heard a good word about you. Lots of bad ones, though. So why don't you just turn your butt around and scoot back down the road before I blast some daylight through you? Well, I suppose I don't care much either. At least not enough to turn down an offer for help. If you had a few dozen doses of Psycho on you, maybe we could pep those weepy troopers into charging down into Nelson and taking back the camp. But since that's not likely, you could help me take out the Legion's trooper hostages. The troopers won't go down into camp with their comrades at risk. Dirty game the Legion likes to roll out whenever they get a chance. Problem is, Ranger Milo doesn't want to play. If we take out the hostages, they've got squat for leverage. Back at Ranger School, they taught us not to run headlong into a battle when you're outnumbered 10-1. You want to go down there and try to haul those crippled boys off those poles? You're dumber than you look. That's a shame. Well, let me know if you change your mind, or those Legion sons of bitches will be holed up in Nelson for weeks. What? Either that little head of yours is gonna sail into the Colorado courtesy of a Legion machete, or they're gonna try to make friends. And if I find out you're friends with the Legion, I'll put a lump of lead through your skull as soon as you pop it back up over the ridge. Much obliged.
Have you come to Nelson seeking your death, profligate? Ah, you must be the courier who's been of service to us lately. I'll take you to my decanus at once. Awe, why have you come to Nelson? I am a loyal servant of Caesar, and I thank my good fortune for the day that he plucked me as a babe from the shore of the Great Salt Lake. For 5 years I have had the privilege of serving as a decanus. If fortune continues to smile upon me, I will serve him until I draw my last breath. I hope that satisfies your curiosity about me, because I won't waste any more of Caesar's time talking about myself. True to Caesar. What is it this time? My orders are to hold Nelson. So far, the enemy north of here has been too frightened to move against us. Why should it concern you? I have attacked the enemy. I led the assault on Nelson with 2 Contubernia against twice our number. It is Caesar's wish that we hold this position. Our mere presence this side of the Colorado humiliates and demoralizes the enemy. I do not question Caesar's will. I do not second guess. I butchered this town. Those who weren't hacked limb from limb were forced to throw themselves from the cliffs. 3 more I have just crucified. All this in full view of the enemy's spotters to the north. Yes, our presence here demoralizes the enemy. What stalemate? It is Caesar's will that I hold this position, that I not advance. If you're so eager to see Camp Forlorn Hope fall, why don't you go attack it all by yourself? Well, That remains to be seen. Yes? Then there's nothing for us to talk.
True to Kaiser.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
true to Kaiser. You've proved yourself useful, at least.
I suggest you leave. If you're heading out, be careful. There's been lots of Legion raiding parties around lately.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
What do you want? You kidding me, man? How are things? They're all fucked up, that's how things are. Everyone is either starving or dying out here. Left out to dry by the rest of the NCR. Fuck this place. I'd rather be anywhere else but here. My problem is we're all going to die. We're out of food, we're out of men, and we're out of time. The Legion is right outside waiting to kill us all. Today, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. We're all going to die here. So why don't you just leave me alone? Yeah. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great and we're gonna keep you listening all day. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Also in the headlines, friends formally sworn in new sheriff today are NV reporters who are on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd. Howdy do, folks. I'm Sheriff Myers. Be good, or I'll shoot you.
Hey,
That news was brought to you by the top six.
what brings someone like you here?
You'll dig us, baby. We're the top.
Lower than a feral ghoul's IQ.
This next song goes out from me.
Lower than a feral ghoul. I've been placed in charge of morale. It's difficult trying to keep spirit. In fact, there's more hope in wrangling Brahmin with my... Ironic, isn't it? But it's understandable. The constant skirmishes take their toll on everyone in the end. No complaints. My assignment isn't easy, but it's vital in keeping the troopers going. In fact, I have a new idea I'm confident will help morale. But if I told the troopers, it would likely fall on deaf ears. I'd have better luck with the Legion's ears. Get it? Legion ears? That bad, huh? Well, at least I tried. The actual idea is better. It's a Legion hunt. Whoever kills the most wins. How about it? Great. Don't be surprised if you're already last when you return. If I'm right, the troopers will use any excuse to slaughter Legion's scum. Can I help you with anything else? Oh man, awesome! The competition is still going strong. Keep it up. Hello. Hey there, the name's Sexton.
I'm always a sucker for a pretty face. What can I do for you, my fine dear? I don't have that many supplies left, so I can't offer... I've seen more... Excellent. Just let me grab my scalpel and a body bag and we'll... I think it just got a little bit hotter and... Sure. Okay. There's my little buttercup. Sorry, I'm low on... Men have waged war on each other for countless centuries. People fight and die for what they believe in. I'm just here to patch them up so they can go on their merry way. Do no harm in all that. Sometimes it does feel that way. I feel like a mortician than a doctor. Often I just don't have the resources to handle the number of injuries here. To make things worse, I think someone might be stealing my supplies. That's an odd response if I've ever heard one. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to go searching for missing supplies since I have my hands full with injured troopers. I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I'm around most of the time, but I can't keep a constant. I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. That'd be a good place to start looking. That would definitely be appreciated. You might want to ask around and keep it... There's my little buttercup. What can I... What would you like? I used to be a doctor back in California, but a few years back I got suckered into doing military work because it was my patriot. Back then, I, like many idealistic men before me, thought it was... Now I just want to get back home. I've had enough fighting and fixing up soldiers. The Legion has been hitting us pretty hard lately. Lots of casualties, not many people I can save. So you found out what's happening with the supplies? What would... Keep walking.
I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our report. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. I've been trying to get someone to authorize this update, or at the least get field clearance to leave the camp and do this myself. But nobody takes me seriously. They just think I'm an incompetent desk jockey trying to glamorize the importance of my job. Less than a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us. The security codes are unique to the radios at each ranger station. This holotape contains the updated security codes. Once the new codes are in use, I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as... Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. Bye.
Hey, what do you want? I can spare a few moments. It's no picnic, I'll tell you that much. My troops are out here every day dying for the NCR, but we have no men or supplies and we're stretched. If the brass back home could get their heads out of their asses long enough to send support, we could turn this all around. Not good. We still haven't gotten any support from the rest of the NCR and the Legion is kicking our ass right now. Make it quick. I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him. I'm kind of busy around here for social calls, so